with Shohei Otani and Ippei Mizuhara. We already know what is going on with the whole investigation that MLB is now conducting into it. We know what happened when the story first broke out. What I'm here to do today is give my personal thoughts and opinions when I first heard the news from Wednesday to now. What is going through my head now? What do I think is going to happen going forward? And the perspective from a Dodger fan. This is not right. I feel like this is not fair as a Dodger fan. Another slap into the face as a Dodger fan. When I first heard the news, I was taken a shock. I was absolutely taken a shock. I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it, really. I didn't want to believe what I first read, and when I first saw it, Ippei was fired by the Dodgers headline. That just did not seem right to me. It was only one day after the Dodgers played their first game, or technically hours after, the same day, at least in America. So it was just a really strange time for that to come out, and it's really unfortunate, and it's really sad. To me, it's a really sad thing when I'm looking at the Shohei Otani and Ippei Mizuhara. It goes further than just baseball, and they were best buddies. Like, you knew when the Dodgers signed Shohei Otani, you knew that you were getting Ippei with Shohei Otani. They were a package deal, right? They were a 2-for-1. Ippei was more than just an interpreter, and of course, everything looked all fine and dandy. And obviously, we don't know these guys, off the field and what goes on off the field. That's their own personal lives and whatnot. But with that being said, Ippei, by all accounts, and Shohei Otani had a pretty good relationship, in the clubhouse, around the baseball diamond. Going back to the Angels when Otani first came to America in 2018, when Ippei joined him with the Angels. They even knew each other before that, going back to Japan. So they were close buddies for over a decade now, and for their relationship to sort of come to an end, basically. Of course, we don't really know what their relationship is going on now behind the scenes, but there's two conflicting sides to the story. Did Otani know about the whole $4.5 million wire to an illegal bookie? Did he not know? Was it a cover-up? Is the Ippei the fall guy? There's a ton of conspiracies out there, and all in all, for me, it's just really sad. It's really sad because I was looking forward to getting to know Otani and Ippei more up close and personal with my team, the Dodgers. So that's how I see it from a human side of perspective, and it's really sad and unfortunate that maybe somebody might be going to jail here. Like, Ippei might be going to jail. I think he's kind of in trouble with the law here. I mean, he's under investigation, so for Ippei just to kind of go to jail, it just seems surreal, with the whole situation and his career with Otani. It just seems kind of surreal that he would be going to jail after all of this if he's convicted of any sort of crime here, which, again, I don't know what is the best case scenario. Like, what is the best case scenario to come out of the situation? Is it just going to be a big nothing burger? Is it being blown out of proportion? I don't think it is. I mean, it's kind of sort of a big deal. If you're Shohei Otani, you should have known better to be involved, unless, of course, he has no involvement, because, again, there is two sides of the story coming out, and that is where it gets kind of shady. I've seen a lot of fans talking about, oh my gosh, this is wonderful, this is great, ban him for life, suspend him. Is Otani going to be suspended? I don't think so. I don't think so. It would have to be something absolutely major, and I mean major, for Shohei Otani to be suspended by baseball for any sort of time. And when it comes to gambling, there is no specific time period for a suspension. It could be one game, it could be a lifetime ban off of the bat. Hopefully he's not suspended. I don't think he will be. I will be shocked if he is. Otani is the golden boy of baseball. He is the cash cow. You think Major League Baseball wants to give that up regardless of kind of what happened? If they could sweep it under the rug, if they could have Ippei be the fall guy for whatever reason, I think they would like to do that. Rob Manfred has shown in the past to be kind of lenient with stuff. Going back to the Astros cheating scandal, kind of got a slap on the wrist there, to the players at least. And so obviously, gambling and cheating scandal, endorsing gambling on baseball. If Shohei gambled on baseball, I don't have words for that at the moment. But that being said, I don't think Otani will be suspended. It kind of reminds me of Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was 50-0, had all these big fights. And do you really think Floyd was ever going to lose? Do you think boxing was ever going to make him lose that perfect undefeated record? I don't think so. Of course, Otani now kind of has this on his image. Even if he does get cleared up from this, stuff like this really never goes away, especially in baseball. So With that being said, hopefully it kind of does clear up for Otani. He and the Dodgers can move forward and go on with the season. Go on with the season without Ippei. So that'll be another road for Otani to handle life without Ippei. He's known him his whole life, especially in baseball. We'll see how he handles that. It's too good to be true as a Dodger fan. That's why I feel like it's always way too good to be true. You go back to Trevor Bauer's situation, like, oh my God, we got the Cy Young winner, 3 years, $100 million, wonderful, lock him up. He's pitching pretty well a couple months into the season, and then boom, obviously we know what happened with Bauer, and he was immediately suspended, and the Dodgers let him go. Always too good to be true with the Dodgers. We get Otani, and boom, this happens 1 game after the season begins. Give me a break. Give me a break. Why does it have to be like this for the Dodgers? Why is it always so difficult? Why is it never just a perfect ending, if you will? So I don't know why. Maybe it's just me, but let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the whole Otani Ippei situation? For me, it's just really sad. It's just really sad. Gambling aside, all the ego stuff aside, it's a really sad way for this relationship to come to an end. And I will see you guys on the next video.